Hey guys, this is Dark Plays Serena. I don't know anything about this game other than what you see before you, what you have to.
Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena. Her photo's right there. Maybe I could have another look. Just one more try. I know it's pointless, but I need to do it. I'm terrified of that photo, but I'll lose my mind if I don't have another look.
Why is your photo blurry?
Serena, why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember? This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. My love. The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind. So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this. We had such a wonderful time dining in this cabin. Serena loved to experiment with her cooking. This one wobbles. I always meant to do something about that, but somehow never got around to it.
Feels like I'm just intruding on someone's memories, which is awkward.
No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here. Our refuge from the world. A place of warmth and passion.
I bet that was her.
It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area. I've always loved the hazy afternoon shades of this place. The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one.
You know I could...
We used to keep a pitcher of water and a glass on this nightstand. They're not here now. Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out. There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb. Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering. What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke? Hers. I used it too, when shaving. There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors. So, this came in handy.
I'm poking through his stuff. Keys look so cool.
They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's. I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run. These keys are for the cabin and the car. If the keys are here, does she have her spare?
Where is Serena then? Do you not know? Do you not know where your wife is? How long has she been gone? Trying to go that way. I wanna go.
Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Niamh of the ice-blue eyes. Blue eyes. It's based on an Irish folktale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise. Niamh is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you. I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life. My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her childhood in the old country. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint.
The old country.
Still, some lines jump out at you.
Oh, we read this.
Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memory? We use this trunk to store trinkets
Sorry
and
about that.
papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside. It's too painful. I want to, but not yet.
Okay.
I better stay in case Serena comes back.
That little boy in the middle.
So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
How long has she been gone? Where's that?
Come sit with me. I want to talk. And cuddle.
What did we talk about? Damn this fallible memory of mine.
Oh,
The
she
most
has a lovely
comfortable
voice.
spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course.
Do you have Alzheimer's?
I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt.
Oh yes, of course.
Of course, we made love here, too. There was no place in the cabin we didn't before things
Where's that
deteriorated.
Man? Rub that man fuzz.
The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course. This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't
Why do you
nearly
think
as
she's here?
spectacular. Priorities, right?
Oh.
Sometimes she would
I
brush
guess
her
I'm
leg
getting
against
to
mine under the
look
table
at
when we were reading. A curious,
whether or not I have
sensual
much.
thrill. The table is worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. I just don't know anymore. Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Are you guys still married? Did she leave you? I don't understand. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
She used to keep magazines, paperback novels, usual stuff on these nightstands when we were staying here.
Oh, I was like, oh no, I broke it.
Good night, love.
She would always bring her reading material like I did. Why are these nightstands so empty?
She's a reader.
Dust everywhere. Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan
here?
needs. She uses most of it.
Maybe you guys don't live here anymore. Oh. Nope, that's how women are. Nothing there. Rose. Nothing there. This one.
We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena.
Nothing there.
She was perfect. There's always a chance she might return.
Maybe that's why
There's
she
nothing
left.
for me out there. This door has been creaking for years. One of the many
I would like
things
to
I
leave.
promised I would fix. I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece.
What am I doing with my life?
We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our
Alright, let's go.
early years. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos. But we hated guns, so we never had any, even out here.
How old are
But
you?
this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked.
Yeah, pretty much.
We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years.
True.
Big enough for a lifetime of mementos.
Oh, okay. I just want you to open it. True friends stand by each other through any adversity.
She made this with her own hands. She was really good.
Look what I made, hun, in case we ever need to sweep something under the carpet.
Oh, that's
See the
lovely.
pattern of yellow squares? It's from this rug I remembered from my nursery. I must have been like 3 or 4, but it always stuck with me.
And no trap door under there, just more creaky floor. I always resisted the temptation to sweep things under there when it was my turn to tidy up.
The rug's all crooked again. Can you help me straighten it out?
No trap door under there, just more creaky floor.
I don't know what to do with my life.
She was special.
Magazines.
Contradictory. She didn't mind these. Actually, I think she was into them too.
That looks interesting. We can always try it.
I read it for the articles, of course.
Am I?
Like that one by the guy. That one about the thing. I needed some incentive to go check the mailbox from time to time. It's some way through the woods. Something good left in this world. They still make covers like this. Erotic, not obscene.
Interesting. I don't think we checked her side.
She's fairly religious. Not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't remember that ever being an issue between us. She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods. She always thought our relationship was a blessing. God, how I miss her. No longer the cynical asshole, I guess. Her faith came as a surprise to me. She was never prudish about sex, so I just didn't expect it. I guess people simply aren't that predictable. No, I don't want to read right now. Especially not a Bible. Curiously, we never brought many plants inside the cabin.
Yeah.
We were surrounded by so many outside. I guess we were saturated by them. At least I was. Maybe I should have let her bring some plants inside. She liked them a lot. A plant is a plant. Beautiful to some, boring to others. The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like this needs some luxury,
Delayed.
but without her... I have this gut feeling that I shouldn't leave just yet.
I don't really know what he wants me to look at.
I guess it's covered with grease and grime from cooking, mostly. The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell. I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
don't see any good books, man.
Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin. I should probably eat. Can't remember the last time I ate, yet I don't feel hungry. I have more pressing things on my mind right now than culinary exploits. The dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions, and there were many more to come. There's nothing for me out there.
Can we go outside now?
We hated guns, so we never had any, even after we found this trunk at a flea market. Big enough for a lifetime. We hated guns. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years.
No, no, no. I want you to open it.
It's deep into summer, so there's a few hours left until it gets dark. The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us. There's a crack in this window from a tantrum she threw some time ago. It wasn't the only thing she threw. Not exactly perfect soundproofing. The sunlight can be confusing, oppressive, as if pregnant with some ill omen. Or is the stress finally catching up with me? Unlike its sibling, this lamp would last for months. There's a thick layer of dust and an almost invisible outline where we kept the water pitcher. There are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head. Comme une évidence, Serena's favorite perfume. I've always told Serena that she doesn't need to wear perfume. Her presence is magical enough already. It smells so elegant. There's violet leaf and silk tree blossom, I think. This perfume is perfect for Serena. Why didn't I ever notice? We were happy for a long time. At least, I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about every little thing, even this. I keep looking at her things, remembering all the good and bad.
Her perfume?
She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere, nor some of her other personal items. It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket, new enough to still have all its teeth. Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story. After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back, and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
It's been so long since I said her name out loud. I think that's the moment I fell in love with her, when she told me the soothing sound of her name.
So glad to meet you. My name is Serena. Dearest, how do I say any of this? And then you toppled.
Oh my, no. Shh, shh. We read this.
My heart is racing. I can't help but feel there's something I have to do.
No. You gonna open this?
Big enough for a lifetime of mementos. This door has been creaking for years. I have this gut feeling that I shouldn't leave just yet.
Wanna go outside? I don't know what you want me to do then.
They say these things are alive. If they are, it must be a horrible existence, confined in their own silent, dark world. We have much more interesting things than this plant inside the cabin, like my books. A plant is a plant. I have no need for the words in there. I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it. The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me.
I'm trying to find things we haven't seen yet.
We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this? My love.
She's cleared up now. Cleared up. That's what she looks like. Huh.
all those moments we sat at this table, laughing, smiling, or simply looking in each other's eyes.
I don't understand.
Will we have them again someday? Why? We might just as well stay here. I should really stay.
Can I go outside?
I'm so tired anyway. Is there anything worse than beautiful memories turning to dust? I feel like I don't even have the strength to lift the lid.
The music is getting very creepy.
As always, I automatically went to the window side, and she took the one by the armoire. Some of her scent still lingers. We seemed to take fewer and fewer walks as the years went by. Everything around here is so familiar. It's different. But that just... it can't be different. Am I going mad? Somehow she looks sadder than I remembered. Could I really have been so wrong about that night? We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host, my love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this
Why
one
is
is
she
quite
sad?
important.
No. She's sad in the picture now. Why?
Dearest, how do I say any of this? And then you...
Will the letter have changed? No. Letter didn't change. So confused. Like,
The guy who
happened
snapped
a
this,
minute ago, I
our
swear she
host
was
that
smiling.
night, used
And
an
now she looks
actual
super
film
sad.
camera. This
She looked
table has
right-
seen
no,
many
she's
happy
just-
times.
so funny.
The meals we shared,
I
or
don't
when we
understand.
just used to stay up late with a bottle of wine and talk. Oh, how we talked.
Here you have a bottle of wine. Huh. Can't read any of it.
We did have a horrible fight. I just can't recall the reason.
Hmm.
What once gave me so much joy now fills me with unbearable sorrow. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it was locked. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as the guy who snapped it. My love,
No. She looks really angry now. What's happening? Why is the picture changing?
I prefer the
turn that
darkness
cold.
inside right now.
The picture changes. Alright. It's weird though.
We don't have a lot of photos of the guy who my love. We don't have a lot. The guy who's my love. I sure hope she comes back soon.
He's not even
We
gonna
can sit
mention
down
that
and
he's
discuss our
super
problems,
angry.
like we always did. We could always work things out. Our dining table, quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. There's nothing for me out there. This door has been creaking for... I have this
where you
gut
found it.
feeling that I shouldn't leave just yet.
Why?
Years passed, no tears fell, no death knell reached the golden shores they trod. Another love story without a happy ending. Time works differently in the other world. She's gone, and even then I just keep reading. But it's always been my way of looking for answers, processing information. I can think of worse ways. I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like
Oh.
life.
Maybe. It's a creepy photo.
Someone said, work and love are the only things that ever really happened to us. Was it Freud or Marilyn Monroe? Did I let my work destroy my love? Writing was so all-consuming for me, yet I made so little headway in all this time. It all seems so meaningless
Overview
now,
possible?
drained of everything that made it worth reading in the first place.
That would make sense, I guess.
A lot of rarities and special editions here.
I think I just read Zombies in Space. No, Zombie Space Dinosaurs from the Deep ate my family. Oh my. The St. Christopher's School Lockdown. Lola Strikes Back, the official handbook. Nephilim, the greatest mystery of the antediluvian world. Common Sense and other lovely fairy tales.
I'm almost
Here we go.
there.
Blind Earth, Pets,
Do
Croutar,
I want to get
Croutar,
there?
Pugs, not drugs. Pugs, not drugs. Searching for a Dynasty. Odes to a Kumquat. Encyclopedia Galactica.
Part of me is still hoping this is just a misunderstanding. We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
She's still super angry. Stop being
How long
super
has it
angry.
been, I wonder? I can't tell. And I miss her so much. Everybody thinks that living out in the middle of a dark, dense forest is so romantic. Nothing but you and nature.
I feel like she's been
Serena
gone for
and I thought
days.
so too, once. That is, until the loneliness kicked in. That ticking. It never stops. I've wasted so much time in my life. Did I ever take a break to show her how much I truly cared?
Okay, it rang again. Let's go see if our picture changed.
She's angry now.
It's only getting darker in here. Oh.
Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb, beyond it. She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that? I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk. Her jewelry box. What
I
is it
sit
doing
here on
here?
the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, it used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation. Because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense. And the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give. S.
A shrine to naivety. I don't see anything else of value. I should just destroy this useless junk, but not even the venom inside me gives me strength. Guess I could have thanked that heartless slut at least once whenever she covered up her body. No, this isn't like me. I must calm down. If anyone is to be blamed, that's me. How could I have been so blind? Her vanity, always fixing her hair before bed. Doting on her hair like a child. But I'm I'm being unfair. Would I have wanted her to be some frump? Ah, I'm too angry to even care.
I mean, in some ways, you are at fault as well, because, I mean, really, her parents just died.
A part of me still thinks she'll
and
forgive
you
me
didn't
and
wanna
come
go
back.
because that wouldn't be comfortable.
But I've lost all hope now. Do I deserve to be
Not okay.
forgiven? What about all the things she did and all the things she said?
Words and dreams may be enough for you, but you know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon, because I've had enough.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these... I couldn't care less about... Why torture myself trying to remember? This armchair. This is where we had that talk. That damn...
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter? Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. It's like looking into my own soul right now. Did I see shadows move? No. Just my imagination. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. It's like the whole world is against me. Even my mind is playing tricks on me. I couldn't care less about this. Why torture myself trying? I'm too upset to even think straight.
Sit down, we need to talk.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a... We weren't supposed to fight here.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship. I tried to be charitable with her, but what did it get me? Honestly, she could rarely carry a tune, so her humming habit got on my nerves. My wife has no indulgence given except what comes to her from heaven. We eat little, we drink less. This earth breeds not our happiness. William Blake. Never those dry, blackened omelets again. Good riddance. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? Her wedding ring or mine? But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. It can't be true. No. No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare. I'm too upset to even think straight. I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. That wonderful smile. I must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything? She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right? I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. All the real color faded from it long ago. It must be full of dust mites. I should burn it. I told her the rug was fine work, like I know anything about handicrafts. But it's what the Empress wanted to hear, wasn't it? I couldn't care less about this damn thing. The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry even. Why must life always end up so... I'm not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and it's just not dark enough anyway. Sunlight, birdsong. Nothing feels worse when there's no hope. No chance of anything. The light is so dim here. Makes me want to chop down every tree outside.
He's so sad. I mean, so
That
angry.
incessant noise. I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now.
Oh, that's a
It can't keep the time for 5 minutes straight. Chimes completely at random and never stops making that infernal noise. But hey, guess who thought it was so cute? This thing has caused me more sleepless nights than I care to remember. No wonder I'm going crazy. Why torture myself trying to remember? It feels darker by the minute, but the sun is still high in the sky. Or is it? I feel so turned around. It can't be happening. No, I can still see even if the light is going. There's only a limited window of opportunity for everything. And I wasted mine. She once told me how I supposedly used words to fool her somehow, but what did she think this stuff was? Natural? How was I supposed to react when she used this anyway? She knew I loved her. It's not like we have to say it over and over again. The smell of this disgusts me. So many lies, so much deceit. She probably left it here just to spite me. I'm too upset to even think straight. I can't even bear to look at my face. She's really done a number on me. She never descended to criticizing my looks, though. Even when we fought, even when my hairline started going. But it was a sore point for me. All she cared about was herself all along. Her needs, her feelings. That's all that ever mattered to her. But what about mine? I hate her so much. I tried to flush these a long time ago, but someone noticed, as if she cared about my impotent life. High blood pressure? What a load of bull. I've never felt better in my life.
I'm sick and tired of having to pamper you like a baby. Fine, I hope you have a great, lonely time at the hospital.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
I just needed to blow off steam, to be somewhere else, just for a while. But I can't even remember what we argued about. Unless she was the one who left. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Dearest. And then you topple.
Yeah, that's the good letter.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
I sit here on the train. I no longer know what...
I hate her so much.
Okay.
All of these... I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight.
It's important.
I want to hurl the whole damn lot into the lake. Or just tear at the pages until the wind sweeps them away. Some of these started to mildew long ago. Nothing gold can stay. Frost. Oh, those words. Those damn words. My whole life's been consumed by them. Now I have none left to say. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs. She actually threw this at me once. She could have killed me. That's how the bedroom window got that crack.
Here's your stupid omelet.
Heavy damn thing. Cast iron. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Trying to get all the
I
memories.
torture myself trying to remember. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Let's go back to the window then. That's where she threw the cast iron skin.
I hate her so much.
Why must I always be the one to fill the damn pitcher?
When did the place get so out of hand? I hate dust, and so did she, but here's a whole freaking cake of it. If I kicked the nightstand, the dust would billow up and swallow me like a desert storm. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about the damn thing now. Maybe I should have a look at the contact pages. Her and her damn spice. Wow, two can play at that game. Serena thought she was so special. Always trying to make our sex life edgy and exciting. Now I can see she was just afraid of admitting how bland and boring she really was. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. It's finally sinking in. She's not coming back. Nothing in this cabin will ever change again unless it's by my hand.
We don't have any more light bulbs. I'm sick of this thing anyway. We're chipping away at what little money we have because of a piece of junk.
I hate her so much. It's just a book. What good will reading a fairy tale do me? God has never been there for me when I needed comfort. Why would he want to go out of his mysterious ways to help me now? All of these pathetic souvenirs. Stupid, feeble-minded woman with her silly menial things. It was she who didn't deserve me. I wouldn't waste my intellect on this sublunary distraction. She probably cared more for this plant than she cared for me. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
I slowly am beginning to not like this character and am beginning to understand why she hightailed it the crap out of here. Oh my.
My God. What is this? It can't. It isn't. How did it happen? I can't remember. It's already rotten beyond recognition. But how much time has passed? It's dry and withered. A body takes at least weeks to... How long has it been? I can't even remember how I did it. Maybe I didn't. Do I have brain damage? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
He murdered her. He murdered Serena. He murdered her. It's intense. We're outside now. I really don't want to be in here with a dead body.
Those noises sound like more than one person. Who can it be? The police? Are they coming for me? I deserve it, but I want to see who it is first.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry. It's all covered. We spent much time here.
What?
Fine. Give me the kerosene.
Let me out. I don't want to burn.
Oh shit. We forgot your... Fuck. It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer. It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
No, not like this. Oh, please, let me go.
Balls. Dang. Dang. I'm so confused. That was me in the closet. Oh man. Did anybody else see that coming? I didn't see that coming. I mean, the dead body didn't have that much hair, but dang. So I was an a-hole and was obsessed with having a writing career, but it never went anywhere. And she was angry because I was never like lovey-dovey with her, which is important in a relationship. Don't get me wrong, but to go that far, I feel like she went really far. So yeah, don't kill your husband because he won't go to your parents' funeral with you. It's pretty intense. It's a bit extreme. Just a bit. Alright, I'm gonna start talking so we can get through the credits. Anybody else get that Sailor Moon-ish vibe whenever he said Serena the first time? Oh, is that what they're saying in the song? Maybe not. Okay. So she went off and found someone else. Came back, wanted to talk. No, maybe she came back and wanted to talk it out with him. They got in a huge fight. She threw the cast iron skillet at him, and that killed him. And she put him in the closet, took off her ring, and left. And no one questioned anything because he never left the cabin ever. That's pretty intense. So she murdered him in the heat of the moment. At least I think. I could be wrong. I don't know. Well, tell me in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching.